The Galactic Station's mess hall fell silent as Ashley Torres walked through the sliding doors, her boots echoing against the metal floor. Behind her, 3 Vraxian cubs padded in on their 6 legs, their obsidian scales gleaming under the fluorescent lights. Their razor-sharp teeth clicked together in what the uninitiated might mistake for aggression. But Ashley knew better. They were excited about breakfast. Commander Zethron, a towering Kelvorian with crystalline skin, dropped his nutrition cube. Around the cavernous hall, 200 beings from 40 different species froze mid-meal. Vraxians weren't just apex predators from a death world, they were the apex predators. Their homeworld, Vraxis Prime, was classified as a Class 13 danger zone, forbidden to all but the most foolish or desperate. Torres. Zethron's voice resonated like grinding stones. Why are there Vraxian juveniles following you? Ashley grabbed a tray and began loading it with scrambled eggs, toast, and what passed for coffee in this corner of the galaxy. Good morning to you too, Commander. These are my team members, Scout, Tracker, and Hunter. The smallest cub, Scout, chirped and rubbed against Ashley's leg, nearly knocking her over with its bulk. Even as juveniles, Vraxians stood waist-high to most humanoids, their muscles coiled beneath armored hide that could deflect plasma bolts. Your team? Zethron's optical sensors flared. The Vraxians are non-sentient killing machines. They've destroyed 17 survey teams. Ashley sat at an empty table. Empty because everyone else had evacuated to the far side of the hall. The cubs arranged themselves around her in a protective triangle, their heads swiveling to track every movement in the room. That's what everyone thought, she said, taking a bite of toast. Turns out we were wrong. Alex Chen, the station's xenobiologist, approached cautiously, his datapad clutched like a shield. Unlike the others, his eyes shone with scientific curiosity rather than fear. Ashley, I need to document this. How did you even survive first contact? She smiled, remembering that terrifying day 3 months ago when her exploration shuttle had crashed on Vraxis Prime. I didn't try to fight them. That's what everyone else did wrong. Tracker, the middle cub, made a low rumbling sound. Ashley reached into her jacket and tossed it a protein bar. The creature caught it midair and settled down to eat, its tail thumping contentedly against the floor. The survey teams went in armed to the teeth, Ashley continued. Plasma rifles, sonic disruptors, the works. To the Vraxians, that made them threats. But when I crashed, my weapons were destroyed. I was just a lost, injured creature in their territory. Alex sat down carefully, maintaining distance from Hunter, the largest cub, who was eyeing his datapad with predatory interest. So they didn't attack? Oh, they attacked. Ashley pulled up her sleeve, revealing 3 parallel scars running down her forearm. Scout here gave me these on day 1. But I didn't fight back, couldn't really. I just curled up and protected my vital areas, played dead. Zethron had moved closer, his military training warring with his instincts. And then the pack alpha showed up, Scout's mother. She sniffed me, realized I wasn't a threat, and... Ashley paused, her voice softening. She brought me food. Raw meat, which was disgusting, but it was the thought that counted. Hunter nudged Ashley's hand with its massive head, and she scratched behind its ear slits. The creature's eyes closed in contentment, producing a sound somewhere between a purr and a growl. Vraxians aren't mindless, Ashley explained. They're highly intelligent pack hunters with complex social structures. They communicate through a combination of pheromones, body language, and subsonic vocalizations. We just never bothered to learn their language. Alex's fingers flew across his datapad. This changes everything we know about Class 13 worlds. If the Vraxians can be communicated with, it's not just communication, Ashley interrupted. It's respect. Humans have this unique ability among galactic species. We can see potential allies instead of just threats or resources. We domesticated wolves on Earth when everyone said it was impossible. We befriended dolphins, formed partnerships with birds of prey. We look at the universe and see friends we haven't made yet. Scout chirped and laid its head on Ashley's lap. She fed it a piece of toast, which it demolished in one bite. During those weeks on Vraxis Prime, the pack adopted me. I learned their signals, their hierarchies, their hunting strategies. When the rescue ship came, these 3 cubs followed me to the shuttle. Their mother let them go. It was like she knew they'd be ambassadors for their species. Zethron's translator crackled with what might have been amazement. You're telling me that humans can bond with the most dangerous predators in known space? Ashley grinned, that characteristic human expression that so many species found unsettling. Commander, humans spent thousands of years turning wolves into dogs, aurochs into cattle, and wildcats into house pets. We didn't conquer our death world, we made friends with it. That's what makes us different. She stood, the cubs rising with her in synchronized movement. Around the mess hall, the crowd watched in awe as human and predators moved as one unit. We're heading to the training deck, Ashley announced. Scout, Tracker, and Hunter need their exercise, and I need to run simulations on pack hunting tactics. Alex, you're welcome to observe and document. Commander, I'm submitting a formal proposal to establish a Vraxian integration program. As Ashley left with her team, the mess hall erupted in conversation. The impossible had become reality, and it had happened because a human had done what humans do best, seen a monster and decided to make a friend instead. Alex looked at his datapad, then at Zethron. The Galactic Council isn't going to believe this. The commander's optical sensors dimmed in what his species called contemplation. I watched it happen and I barely believe it myself. But that's humanity. They don't just survive their death world. They export its lessons to the stars. Outside the mess hall, Ashley's laugh echoed down the corridor as Scout attempted to chase its own tail, stumbling over Hunter in the process. Tracker looked at Ashley as if to say, "Do you see what I have to deal with?" In that moment, the galaxy became a little less dangerous and a lot more interesting, all because one human refused to see enemies where others saw only monsters.